Hey team, it's Matt. Just wanted to do a little Canva tutorial here for the purpose of just letting you know from my perspective uh, how I use it and what I do. Um, and I really love Canva. I've used PicMonkey. I know how to use it. I do use it occasionally for specific photos. It has a little more detail-oriented stuff in it, so I do like that. But I really, really do like Canva. Main reason why is it saves all my designs. As you can see, and Stacy's done a lot of these, don't get me wrong, but I've done a lot of them, especially towards the top here. But I've done some of these, and we make a lot of templates and then just replace them. As you can see down here, you can see how we have progressed and gotten better by practicing them. You can see this where it wasn't that great. This was bad before. I mean, this is nothing special. This is, it just, the quality of photos when we got professional ones finally, even this, how busy it is and how it's all chopped up. And now we've pretty much evolved into a lot better. I mean, it's just a whole scale of difference. I mean, Stacy made just this the other day, and you can see the quality of look and cleanliness and how it's going to catch the eye versus what it was. And so let me take you into one, and I'm going to show you about it. And what I really want to talk about is Facebook covers, because it's such a big deal. When you come into your Facebook page, you are trying to show people in a very quick glimpse of who you are, what you're about. And this is for Stacy's like page, so it's a little different. I did make Stacy's regular page, which is I think right here, or yeah, this is Stacy's right here, her personal page, and this is her like page, and I want you to be personal. So let's actually take this one. See, I can change it up. I am going to show you the other one because I want to show you what you can do. So what I did here is when it comes up with cover photo, it's going to show this picture, which is your profile picture, and then you can add different things here. So what you have over here is the search, layouts, text, background, and uploads. And I don't use the layouts very much unless I'm going to do an ad of some sort, or I want to do a clean eating group or something like that. And I don't even do them for that very much. But text is here. You can go right here. Gives you all kinds of different options. And I am going to show you this on another one. Backgrounds. Again, I don't use these that much because I do like the white. I really like the brilliant white. It's just nice to have. It's very clean. And then uploads. And you can see there's lots of pictures in here. And we use these. Shoot, I had for a sneak peek this little guy. I was going to do a sneak peek with a little dog peeking around the corner, which was a totally cheesy, goofy idea, but I liked the photo. I thought it was sort of fun, and it probably would be quirky, but I don't know if that's going to reach a bunch of women. So for now, we're going to put that and leave it there. So what I did here is you can see I have these photos. So this is a separate photo, okay? As you can see, it's big, and these are not perfect photos because they're not, like this one is white. So if I see, it goes behind, but you can see it's white, so it covers. So I need to really change this photo to be a little bit better, which means I need to cut out around her and actually make that a perfect photo so I can put it over anything, which I have not done yet because I'm lazy. But yeah, so as you can see, we've taken these. So what I've done is I've used the uploaded your images, and I brought them up. And then I went online and I found them in my place, and I brought them up and I pushed them and I opened it. And then what it does is it downloads these images right here, okay, or uploads them to here. And so then you have them, and and all you do is you click on them. So if I click on this, it's going to drop another one in, okay? So then they come in this size, and I'm like, oh no, how do I make it bigger? You just go like this. You go like this. You just however you want to do it, okay? And you can copy this little arrow here. Don't be scared to push things because you can always delete and go back. Transparency. If I want this to go down, oh, I want to hide it. Oh, I want it to be an angel in the background. There we go. I got it. Okay? And you can copy it. I want to make multiple of them. I want to make 10 of them. Okay? You can do whatever you want. And so, oh, look at that. I deleted the wrong picture. Can you believe that? That is a horrible decision on my part. So I'm going to delete these like this. And I'm a little sad. I deleted the wrong picture. But I'm not really that sad because I can just go like this, and I can drop it right back in, and then I can drop it like this. And, oh my goodness, I have it right back to where it was. Look at that. So that's how easy it is. When you want to put in, like I put in our like page address here. And so what I do here is I bring in text, and I will go down and get a box. Let's just say it's this one, okay? This one's a nice one because what you do to make these look nice is you don't always have to have it here. You can go like this, and it will sort of come out. And you can make it squared off this side and then round it on this side, and then you just pull it out, okay? So you can go like that. Then you can take this, and from here you can go on the text. So you click on the text. It's going to highlight the text. And you're going to come up to this, and you're going to find, so one of the ones that Stacy and I use is Princess Sophia. I really like this one for Stacy, and it just is a clean look. So it's going to always come back to this, and it's going to look goofy, and I don't know why it does this exactly. But you click over here, you get it off, you come back here, you bring this out, and then if you want to make this longer, you go like this, okay? You just stretch it out if you want it over here and you want to cover up stuff. But what if we want it there, okay? Let's make it transparent now. Oh, wow, look at that. So we can make it that transparent. If you made the letters a little different, you could do whatever. So that's how that works, okay? Now let's talk about bringing in colors, okay? I have up here my color palette. So for Stacy, I made a color palette. We'll learn about that in branding. And I did a little color palette. So let me show you this real fast, just so you know. So at Color Lovers, you can actually make your palette, and you can pick out whatever color you want, make a design, and create a design. I'm not going to show you that right now. It's not that hard. You can, create it, and it will take you through it. But we made this. These are colors that Stacy really liked. And so this hex number right here is what you use actually to get the numbers. This is what they're using in Canva to pick the colors. So they're on a color wheel, on a big color wheel type thing. And so what we want to do is, let's take this right here, okay? So we're going to highlight that, and I push on my Mac a Command C. I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to come up to this green thing right up here, this green circle. I'm going to push plus, and then down here is the color code number. So that's where that code goes. So then I highlight that, Command V, and boom, I press enter, and you've got it. And that's how easy it is. And now we are in our color palette, okay? And in that, let's make that. So I go here, I push on the text, I go here, and I already have the gray inserted, and I press gray. So now my text is easier to see, and I'd say, oh, I want to move this here so they can see that, and boom, there you go. All right? So that's how you add that, okay? So it's a pretty interesting little way of doing it. It makes it very simple, but this is how you do it. Now, this is a cover photo. This is going to fit almost perfectly. You do want to bring them in a little bit. It's like they almost expand a little bit past. So you might do this. So how do we download this? Because that's another thing that people freak out about. On a Mac, all I do is download. I save as an image, because in this case, I want an image. It's going to save your design. And I'm taking you all the way through this because you're going to have questions on all these little things, and they all waste time, and it took me time to, figure it out, and it's taken other coaches time to figure out. And so that's going to open up a box, okay? And on a Mac, there are quicker ways to do this, but this is the way I do it because it's turned fast for me, okay? Because I don't have it going right to a file because I change files a lot of times. So I press OK, all right? So it'll bring it, and it downloaded it, okay? Then it pops it up. So I've never figured out how to just save this directly. So what I do is I duplicate this, and then I go back up to File, and then I save it. Then it'll bring up the box, okay? And then you go save it whenever file you want, okay? You change the name, blah, 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 and then you go in here, okay? Well, I've already saved it, so I'm not going to do that again. So I'm going to get out of that, but that's how you save it, okay? So I want to delete copy, and I don't care. All right, so let's go to the other one, and I'm going to show you a couple other things. So you quickly go out of here. It keeps your other screen open. I can keep this one open at the same time. I can come over here. I can come back up here and say, oh, I want to work on this one. And I wanted to show you this one because I have a multiple version in here. and it works a little differently, which I really like. So I took this picture right here, and you can see the coffee shop design is what I used, and that's right here in the text. So if we go in the text, and I'm going to scroll down, and you can see the coffee shop. This is what I used for these circles, okay? Why I like the coffee shop is, and I like the lettering already in it, is that I can move the circle around anywhere I want, and the letters are there. If you were to create a circle without anything in it, like I know there's some text boxes that don't have anything in them, and they're obviously going to be way down here. Let's say this one, okay? I brought this over, I use it. Well, what it's going to do is make me go up here, and I'm going to have to add a text box, okay, like that, and then put it in there. But if I want to move that circle, now I'm going to have to move that circle, and I'm going to have to move the letters to be in the center. So let me show you. I'm just going to take one. Let's say there was no letters in there real quick. Now I'd have to take these and go put it. Oh, let me show you another thing. Okay, see this text, how it's behind there? Let's figure that out. Let's put that right here. Oh, move forward. Boom. Okay? Now, because it was behind that box, now it's in the front, okay? But what you'd have to do is you'd have to center this lettering. So it's really nice. Now, some of these do not have, you can go in here, you can get rid of tranquility, but it will keep day spa. And it does not have a box for you to get rid of that. So I don't use this one a lot, but that is a potential use. So I wanted to show you this one because I liked this one. I used these 3 pictures. This was, I made these a little smaller on either side. And then I added freedom, business, health, just words that sort of go with what we're trying to do in that picture. Obviously, Stacy's dressed in more of a business attire there, and then she's enjoying stuff with her freedom and fitness looking, and we want to keep the fitness look going. So you want to know that we want people to know that we're doing fitness. We also want them to know that we're doing business, but business may not be at all a focal point for you. So then I made this other one down here, which has Stacy with the kids, which draws the eyes of most women. It's actually a really good way to go. And then you can see I changed the font as well to be a lot more feminine, and it really makes it easy. And so as you can see, we can move this around. We can do whatever we want. And this one works. Now, on the like page, this actually gets covered by some verbiage a little bit. So I really should bring this up, and it really doesn't matter. I'm sort of finicky about having them look right with the angles and stuff, but you don't have to worry about that as much. You can just put it so that it looks nice, and it's fine, because I don't think people actually notice that stuff that much. So anyways, that's basically how you use Canva. And so what happens when you do download this one? Let's show you. So we saved this one as an image, okay? We don't really change anything, but it doesn't know the difference. And this one's going to go in a different box. And this is on a Mac, people. This is on a Mac. So your PC might be a little different. It might be a little easier to save some of the stuff. And actually, it's going to go in the downloads. It's not going to pop up, okay, because there's 2 files in there. There's 2 different pictures. So what are we going to do? We're going to go in here and open this up. And what's it going to do? It's going to bring up a zip file, and it's going to come up here and have these. So what I do to make this really easy, it's going to go in the download file. I don't want it sitting in the download file. I want it in my file. So what I do is I just go here, I shift, and I get both of them. I Command C, which copies both of them. Then I go in my file, find it, and so let's say I go right here. Then I would put Command V, which pastes both of those right there. And that's how you save them in your file, okay? So you can look back over that if you'd like. This is how I use Canva. People know how to use it better. How I did this and separate it. So if you want to make a copy, you just come down here and you can copy it. And it says copy this page. You can delete it. I can do whatever I want, okay? I can move page up to be in front of this one, which doesn't really matter. And that's what you do. So that is the basics of this. This is what you need for making your cover photo. And you need to bring photos in. You need to add photos. But you really want to make your cover photo friendly, unique. And that's why I showed you the original one, which was right here, because this is what you're going for. Something, what I like about what I did here, and I'm not trying to brag or anything. What I've done is I've looked at a lot of people's, and I've seen a lot of them, and probably hundreds of coaches' cover photos. And the more simple, the more easy to read, the easier it is for that person to know what you're doing. And you can see her in fitness here. You can see fitness with the kids, and then you see us being a couple enjoying ourselves dressed a little nicer. And that is sort of what we do. And then we say a family can develop only with a loving woman as its center. Just a simple quote, something simple. For us, I don't recommend the like pages for a lot of people, but for us, we do use the like page, so that's what we use here. And that's what it is. So anyways, I hope you took something from this. I know it's not perfect, but it gives you a taste of what you need to do and how to use Canva. So if you have questions, feel free to ask, and love to answer anything you got. Thank you so much.